name is Felicia Wright, and this is the Go Rogue podcast. Do you feel stuck? Does every day feel like Groundhog's Day? Well, I'm here to tell you it's time to take charge of your life and know that you are meant for more than this. It's time to go rogue. This podcast is for people that are ready to say enough is enough and discover their new normal with entrepreneurship. Get ready because your rogue journey starts now. Let's get into it. What's up? And this is the Go Rogue podcast. We are on episode 8. Today, I'm going to be talking about avoiding distraction and focusing on what you really want. And it's so difficult with social media, with television, all the amazingness that Netflix is putting out. So avoiding distraction is super important, and it's still something that I am working on myself. I'm getting better every day, and I just wanted to hop in here and let you guys know what I am doing to avoid distraction and really focus on getting stuff done, because that's really what we need to do, is get stuff done. And it's just so easy to fall into the trap of, a status update, Netflix. I use Netflix because I love Netflix. TV, all sorts of things. So I just really wanted to talk about distraction, because those distractions are really holding us back. So it's important to put some things in place to help you deal with them, because you're not Superwoman. We try to be, but we're not perfect and we need help. So I want to talk about the things that I have put in place that have really helped me. I am still a work in progress, but these things that I've used have really been beneficial and a game changer, and it's really minimized distractions for me. So the first one is that, and this was a difficult one to swallow, and I've implemented about 90% of it, and I'm about to go full steam ahead with all of it, but I have eliminated notifications on my phone. I said it. Yes, notifications on my phone. And that is primarily right now, I have eliminated all the notifications for Facebook, for Instagram, and let me tell you why. So I have clients' accounts on my social media. So not only do I get my own notifications, but I get my clients' notifications. And it really starts to rack up to the point where I'll just look at my phone and I will scroll through like 50 notifications just from Facebook, and then 50 from Instagram. And it just got to be way too much and overwhelming that I had to take them off. So when I turn on my phone, I don't see all those notifications from Facebook and Instagram. Right now, and earlier I said I've only implemented about 90% of it. So the other 10% is I still have notifications on for Google, and I think one other thing. So I'll still wake up or see emails on my notifications, and I am about ready to shut that off right now as well. And let me tell you why, because it's so easy so I'll have some time carve out, like, I'm going to work on this. And then I'll see an email. I'm like, I need to respond to that. So it takes me off course, and then I wind up doing something I didn't intend to do. And then I feel behind. And once you start feeling behind, it's harder to get back on track. At least it is for me. So I am actually ready to eliminate all notifications off my phone. I just have to do it now. And for me, it's scary. Doing social media, eliminating your social media notifications, that's scary. But honestly, I'm just going to carve out time to deal with those notifications and respond to people and stuff like that. So that is what I am doing, because that's a huge time suck. And the fact that my phone is constantly dinging and lighting up over notifications, it's too much. All right, so that is the first thing. The second one, and this is along the lines of notifications. So let me know. I don't know why this happens on my computer. Maybe it's something I allowed back in who knows when, but I have notifications pop up on my computer as well. and it's so annoying. So it's the same thing. So at one point I'd be working, I'd have notifications on my phone and I have notifications on my computer, and I have no idea how to shut them off. So in the top, or excuse me, the bottom right hand corner, I'll have little boxes pop up like, oh, somebody said something on Facebook. Oh, you got an email from such and such. So I actually have a Chrome extension on my browser because I use Chrome. I love Chrome. I have a Chrome extension on my browser. It's called Mute Notifications. So when I turn that on, I won't get those notifications in the bottom right-hand corner of my computer anymore. It had to be done because it was driving me bonkers. My phone wasn't so bad, but once it started happening on the computer, I was like, no, we've got to fix this problem today. So on my Chrome browser, I have that extension. So once it's turned on, and quite frankly, it's just always on now, it doesn't give me those little boxes of notifications that, oh, somebody said something, somebody posted a gift or whatever, you got an email. So I have extension or notification blockers on my computer as well. And that has been really beneficial because it was nuts. Okay, so notifications on your phone and the computer, getting rid of those is super helpful to deal with distractions because it's so distracting to see those. The next way I help deal with distractions is calendar blocking. So if you don't know what that is I carve out times to work on specific tasks. So if I am working on a client's work, I will only work on their work from this hour to this hour. If I am doing my own content creation, I'll do it from this hour to this hour. And that is a habit that I am trying to build right now. And it's a work in progress, but it's really helpful because when I'm really diligent about it, I can knock out so much work. So I really like calendar blocking. I use Google Calendar. I've used paper calendars. I've used all sorts of calendars. I think the digital calendar is more beneficial for me just for the simple fact that I can pull in client stuff as well, so I can see it all in one spot as opposed to me having to write everything out. Now, I do like to write things down, but as far as the calendar is concerned, I calendar block and figure out when I'm going to do what, and that has been really fun actually, because instead of me panicking like, oh, I'm gonna run out of time, I'm not gonna have time to do all the things that I need to get done because it's a lot. I know that, oh, well, during this time I'm gonna work on this, during this time I'm gonna work on that, and it actually gets done. And I'm more moving the needle now as opposed to when I wasn't doing that. And that's really what's important, is just really taking those actionable steps that are actually going to propel you forward instead of being busy for the sake of being busy. And I got caught up in that for a long time. So it can be really difficult, and you have to really stay on top of yourself. But if you calendar block and just stick to it, then it can be really helpful. And then one of the other tips that I have is set a timer. And this is actually so much fun. And the reason why I say it's fun is because we all have those tasks that we don't like to do. I know I do. There's tasks that I hate doing. They're just not my favorite thing to do. So I set a timer and I tell myself, it's like, okay, I know I don't want to do this. So I'm going to set 20 minutes on my phone. And I'm going to work on this task that I don't like for 20 minutes. And then once the 20 minutes are up, I'm going to let myself off the hook for doing it. So it makes me feel better because I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not going to be doing this forever or until I just stop. I know that I'm only working on this task for 20 minutes. So I'm going to knock out as much as I can for 20 minutes and I'm going to set it to the side. And that's the fun part for me, is when those 20 minutes are over, because it's a task that I don't like. So if there's tasks that you avoid, and trust me, I still avoid certain tasks, set a timer and tell yourself hey, I'm only going to do it for these 20 minutes and then I am done. And then I'm going to go eat some chocolate or ice cream because I love ice cream. So set a timer. Super, super, super important. Another way to avoid distractions is to actually write out a to-do list. I'm sure you've heard the whole thing about to-do lists, but here's the thing with a to-do list. If you know you have certain things that you have to get done during the day, more than likely you're going to get them done because you wrote them down. So you will be less inclined to actually be distracted by all the things, by everything that's going on, because you have that list. And if you set it up in your mind, like frame it like, okay, these are the things I have to get done no matter what today, more than likely you will get them done. So those writing out a to-do list will be really beneficial to avoid those distractions, because it's like, hey, I have 4 things on my to-do list and I've only gotten 1 thing done. Okay, I need to cut it out and get my patukas in gear. So those are the things that I do to avoid distractions. Definitely let me know, what do you do to avoid distractions, because they will hold you back. And the whole point of being a business owner or trying to make a change in your life is moving the needle forward, making progress. And if you are constantly distracted by things, that's not going to happen. Don't get me wrong, I am still struggling with it. It's something I'm still working on, but these things have really helped me move the needle forward and get more things done. So if you are ready to go on your rogue journey, definitely head over to my Facebook group. You can find it at bit.ly/rogue community, and you can hop in there with other people that are on their rogue journey as well. So hop in and say hello and tell us about yourself. And definitely, if you like this episode, please share it with your friends or share it with somebody that you think would benefit from this information, because it's important that we're all helping each other and supporting each other. And if you think this could be a support for a family or friend, definitely share it with them. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate all the support. And go out there and take inspired action today. I'll see you next time.